Welcome back, viewers. So today we will be looking at the best trading platform for beginners. But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below. All right. As I said, today we will be looking at the best trading platform for beginners. But before we get into that, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everybody to see. So if you don't know, we mainly test indicators here on the channel. We're testing as many indicators as we can to make a master list of indicators that we can build a trading profitable system around. So to date, we have tested 38 indicators. And out of those 38 indicators, 12 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set. The best one so far was able to achieve a 100% win rate. So you need to go back and watch that video to understand the context of how it was able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible here, you could take any one of those 12 indicators and you could profitably start trading with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits and providing you with tips and strategies to be even more profitable. All right, so as I said, today we will be talking about the best trading platform for beginners. And this platform really is the best trading platform, period. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, it doesn't matter if you are an expert. In my opinion, this is one of the best trading platforms that you can use, and that is TradingView. If you have watched any of my videos, you know that I almost exclusively use TradingView for all of my testing and any of my trading, and just this, I use it. That's what I use for pretty much everything. And so I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about TradingView and the features that it has, and just give anybody who's watching this video a walkthrough of how TradingView works and why I feel like it is one of the best all-around, all-in-one trading platforms that you can use. So let's start with the left side panel here. So, and this isn't anything really specific to TradingView as a platform. A lot of your trading platforms will come with things like drawing tools and line tools and so on. And so this isn't, like I said, very specific or unique to TradingView, but I do feel like it has a little bit more features than most other platforms offer. And so, if you start clicking on some of the little indicators here, the little icons, the first one here are line tools. And so you have your basic lines. You have let's see here. You have things like trend angles, which is quite fascinating when you start talking about trends and things like if you have a moving average. Some people will say moving average moving up or down. can indicate direction of trend. And so this can be a good indicator of, negative being a downtrend, positive being an uptrend. And, there are just tons of different miscellaneous little line features that you can use here. And so this one here is an interesting one if you draw it across a specific number of candles. It will draw out support and resistant lines, basically, is what these are, or channels to the candles that are already on the screen. We'll remove those, and we will go down to the next little icon here. We have just about anything you can think of as far as Fibonacci retracements. We have Fibonacci time frames. There are, let's see here, what else do we have in here? Like I said, Fibonacci retracements. We have Fibonacci circles. We have, let's see here, the Gantt square tool that you can use, which is, based again kind of off of Fibonacci. We have, these different, pitchfork angles and stuff. Some people will trade like the fan patterns. Some people will trade like the bat patterns. The can't think of them off the top of my head. And then the let's see here, the ABCD, the ciphers, the Elliott pulse type trading. So if you go from here to here to here, it starts tracing out your ABCD type setup. Let's see if we can find one that's a little bit better instead of the Elliott. Let's see if we can do this one here, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And so you get into the bat patterns, the ABCs. You can get into, let's see, where were we at here on this one? The three drives pattern, the cycle lines. You can get into time cycles themselves, kind of play with the time cycle tool or drawing deal there. You can see anything else interesting in here. No, they're all about, the Elliott's, stuff like that. Then you have date range, price range, and so it's giving you, the number of pips is, kind of like a drawing tool, basically. Here on this one, let's see what else do we have. And so it's giving, long and short position setups here, so you can go in and you can modify the long position, you can modify the short position, you can set, targets for this specific, setup here. So that way you can kind of map out, a stop of 100 pips and a take profit of 200 pips, 2 to 1, something along those lines. Then of course you have just your, kind of basic, brush tools, kind of like, Microsoft Paint or, Photoshop. You have a text box here. You can type, whatever into, and change the size, you can change the color, you can change the background, you can, do all kinds of, different stuff with that. You have a ruler tool, and so that way, if you've ever watched my videos, you've probably seen me use this, quite a few times. You can put up the ruler tool, and it will tell you the number of pips from top to bottom, the number of, bars, the number of days for the time frame and so on. You have, you know, let's see if there's anything else. Nope, I'll turn that off. Then you just kind of have some basic stuff, some magnifying glass and magnet tool and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to move through this stuff quickly because there's just so much to go over. And this, I could do an hour-long video on all this, but I'm not going to spend that much time on it. But, we will, we'll brush through this stuff a little bit more quicker here. So, of course, you have your, your standard box up here, so that way you can type in, the Canadian, say Japanese yen, or whatever stock symbol, that you want to, pull up, Forex signal, stock signal, what have you. Then, of course, you have your time frames here. You have multiple different time frames that you can work with, and you can even go down here and you can add different time frames as you wish. Then from there, I won't look at the compare because it doesn't really do us much good. Won't look at indicators now because, well, yeah, let's go ahead and browse through the indicators. So you have a list of indicators here, and these are the built-in indicators that come in already, built into the TradingView platform. And it has a lot of your really basic ones. And so far, this is the list that I've been going off of for the indicators that I have been testing. They just added this one here, which is really interesting. I think I'm going to do a whole video on this one. And it is candlestick patterns. So the biggest problem with candlestick patterns is that they can be very subjective. And so some people can look at a candlestick and go, yeah, that's a spinning top. And then another person looks at it and they don't see it that way. This kind of takes the guesswork out of it. And then there is the public library and my scripts, which we will go over those here in a little bit more detail in a moment. Let's look at templates. So you have templates up here at the top, and these are really cool. These are kind of just preset type lumps of indicators that TradingView has deemed maybe most popular or most most relevant, I guess, as far as all the ones that are out there. And so you can kind of play around with these and look at the different preset templates that it has. And there are some really cool ones in here that, probably would do you very good if you use them as a trading strategy. And so these, like I said, these preset templates here can be extremely useful if you did nothing else and learned nothing else about indicators and just got on here and pulled up this preset template and kind of found the common denominator in the signal that these are all these indicators are providing at one time, and you will find that they give some really decent signals. And so it's kind of similar to the system that we are trying to build, but these are some general ones that, like I said, they've kind of preset for you there instead of you having to go through all the trouble of doing it. So we'll remove those indicators there, and we will look at the replay function. Again, if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen this before. So you click the replay function up here at the top, you scroll back to the date you want to start replaying, you click on it. Down here you have the little box that gives you your speed. You can play, you can fast forward, you can stop, you can do basic control over the movement of the chart. But once you start playing it, it's like you are trading in real time. And so this can be extremely useful when you are back testing, so that way it keeps the bias out of your testing. When you get to going back here and just scrolling back and looking at a time frame, sometimes you kind of fudge because you're like, oh yeah, I see that it's, going to go up here in the near future. I see that it's going to go down here in the near future. And this keeps you honest when you are doing back testing, and it's probably the most realistic demo or simulator that you can find when it comes to back testing or just testing in general, your indicators or your strategies. We'll get out of the replay mode there. Of course, up here at the top, you have the option to change your layout. So you can do, 3 chart layout, 2 chart layout. You can do 6 charts. You do all kinds of things. You can go in and you can link them. You can link symbols. You can link crosshairs. You can link times and intervals. All kinds of stuff there. So that's all really cool stuff. Over here on the far right side, you have things like, a watch list that you can set up. You have this is where your alerts would be fired off if you had any alerts. So let's say that I wanted to set an alert here that, this particular pair, and you can see that it pops up right here. When this particular pair, the CAD Japanese yen, crosses this line right here of 78.933, it will send off an alert, and it will give me an alert depending on what I set here. I can do only once, I can do every time it crosses, I can have it pop up in the app, I can have it show a pop-up, I can have it send me an email, I can have it I think even send me a text, or you can have it notify in the app. So I have the app on my phone, and so that sends me a push notification basically. Really cool alert system, and you can do this with all kinds of different things. Like let's say that I set a, let's see here, nope. Let's say that I set a, what am I looking for here, moving average, and let's say that it is set to a 20 period, and then I click on that moving average. I can set an alert on that. So every time this pair crosses this moving average, it gives me an alert. Really, really cool stuff. A lot of cool things you can play around with there. Then it has your data window, and so it basically gives you all the quick info on this particular pair. Down from there, you have kind of already set pre-screener here, which gives you the US exchange volume gainers, percent change gainers, percent change losers for the US exchange, so on. You have economic calendar over here on this side as well. Ideas, if you've published any ideas, then they would be in there. This is a community of different chat rooms that all the members are able to be involved with and talk to each other and call out ideas, call out trades. You can get in specific rooms. So there are rooms for just like Bitcoin, or rooms for crypto, currency trading, and for just Forex trading, and so on and so on and so on. A lot of really, really knowledgeable people in these rooms that give a lot of good ideas and throw out things like this where they're calling out signals for trade ideas and such. There's chat if you have any private chat between you and anybody else. And then again, idea stream and stuff like that. You have kind of similar to a level 2 window here. This is Trading View's, kind of version of a level 2 screen. And so you can kind of see the, sells and the buys, taking place on this screen. We are going to move down to the bottom now. Again, I'm moving through this super fast because this video would be so long if I just sat and spent every single, detail of every single little piece of TradingView. Down here, there is a stock screener that is built into TradingView. And so you can go here and you can, predetermine what, you want as far as, the type of stocks or the type of symbols that or exchanges that you want the scanner to look for, and then you have just a whole mass of different descriptive, fundamental, and technical scanners that you can set and start scanning for stocks or ETFs or whatever it is that that you're looking for. And this screener is very good. It's built right into the trading platform, and so you don't have to go offsite and find a whole nother screener and pay money for something that you already have plenty of access to everything that you pretty much need right in here. And as you see, as I'm changing the stuff here as far as filters, it is popping up different, symbols, ticker symbols, and stuff like that down here at the bottom. Really cool stuff that you can play with. Gives you performance, extended hours, dividends, margins. You can just, go on and on and on with the detail that this scanner allows you to add in. Pine editor. So this is something that is really, really cool about TradingView. If you get into Pine editor and if you know anything about Pine editor already, or you can get on and you can learn Pine editor just by watching videos or Googling it or whatever you want to do. You can basically get in here and code your own indicators. You can code your own scripts. You can, basically create the indicators and have them function how you want them to function. It is a really, really cool thing that I've played around with a little bit. I by no means am I a master coder or do I know, all the ins and out, but I've played around with it a few times and, kind of tweaked my own indicators and stuff like that to get them to kind of do the things that I want them to do. So super awesome feature that's built into TradingView. And then down here you have probably the best thing that I feel like, one of the best things that I feel like TradingView offers, and this is integration with tons of different brokers. And so you have a lot of your, everyday brokers, the real well-known ones that most people use around the world, and you can integrate and link your account, your broker's account, to your TradingView account, so that way you can trade right within TradingView, and it, routes it through your broker. So that way, again, you don't have to go off-site. You don't have to use TradingView to set up your charts and do all your technical analysis, and then jump over to your broker account and use some cheap crappy software that they offer you for free, and that doesn't work nearly as well. You can do all that right within the same platform here, and that's what I really, really like about TradingView. It really is like an all-in-one platform. And so let's see here. Let's look at this other really cool feature that I like about TradingView. And so if you go over here, you click on the little tab here, and you scroll down to more, and you go over here and you go to ideas, markets, or scripts. You can pick either one. Let's click on ideas. And it's going to pop up this screen right here. Now, up here at the top, you can go through and you can look at, any one of these different things. Ideas. So this is basically a mass community of all the people who use TradingView, and they are constantly posting ideas and charts, just like I showed you a minute ago, where, let's see, one day ago, this is a
Okay, so
multi-frame
what kind of
analysis
situation do
update
we
on the
currently
Great
have
Britain pound
on
versus the
GBP
US
USD?
dollar. And
Now,
so
from a
this
monthly perspective,
transparent
what do we have? We
FX
have a market
user,
that
that's his
clearly
name, he
has
has
approached
done
a very
analysis
important
for you,
monthly
and he
support
is using
level.
his
It was acting
knowledge
as extremely
as
strong
a
support here,
pro, and they
preceding
kind of
all
mark
this
them
big
here like
move to the
he's
upside,
a premium member and
acting again
he's
as support here,
a top
preceding this move to the
author
upside, and
in
now again
putting
acting
out
as
ideas
support
and
here,
analysis.
making the market
And so
reject
he's giving his
everything to the
analysis,
upside.
a 4-minute
And
analysis
now
on
the market has
what he
provided
feels
this
like
monthly
the Great
candle,
Britain pound
which you
versus the US
expect
dollar
the
is going
next
to
one
do
to fill in
next.
the wick.
And so you
If
can
we go
sit
down
back and you
on
can
the weekly
literally
time frame, what
just
we can
have
see.
ideas, trading ideas fed to you. 19 hours ago, here's one where Lingrid, she was again another top author here, premium member. She is posting her ideas, support and resistance, and lines, the channel lines here, and her idea of what she thinks this pair is going to do next, the euro versus the US dollar. And so again, you can just sit back and have these ideas fed to you. And all you have to do is put them on your watch list and pay attention. And if you see them doing what the person said it was going to do, you can take a trade, you can profit, you can make money from it. You don't even necessarily have to learn how to use the indicators or these features yourself. It's basically like having a built-in signal service for you. This is some priceless information here. Then you can go to the scripts tab here, and this is scripts and strategies. So let's go to indicators only. And so you basically have uh, homemade or personally coded indicators that the members, the community of TradingView have created for everybody to use for absolutely free. And they go in and they give you an idea of how the indicator should work and what you should be looking for. They give you the code, like I was talking about a minute ago, the pine code here. This is the code of the indicator, and this is what makes it function behind the scene. And you can take these and you can add them to your favorites, and you can pull them up and put them right on the screen for you to do your own analysis or your own trading with. And so that's where I've played around with a few of them, and I have a few already saved in my own personal ones as I'm testing and playing and constantly tweaking stuff. Then there are scripts and there are strategies. And so these are strategies where people have basically built an indicator or built a trading system, and they have published it. And when you click on it, it will give you the complete rundown of how many trades it took, how much profit it was able to achieve, the drawdown, the average trade amount, so on and so on and so on. And so it's basically a back test of this particular strategy. And so again, this is like having your own personal, uh, team of people who are building strategies and building ideas and giving you signals and throwing them out there for you to use. This, in my opinion, makes TradingView the absolute best platform that you can use, whether you're a beginner, whether you're an expert and have been doing this for a long time. I think it just brings every good aspect of trading and community together to create one very awesome platform. So that's why I use TradingView. That's why I love TradingView. And that's why TradingView is pretty much the only platform you will ever see me using. So I recommend that if you haven't got on TradingView, sign up, get an account. You can have a basic account for free. Doesn't cost you anything. And even the paid accounts are not that much money. I mean, you're only talking like $20 a month. That is not that much. I mean, if you can't afford $1 a day, then, maybe trading isn't the best idea for you right now. So, uh, get on there, set you up an account, play around with the stuff, and I'm confident that you will find that TradingView is also the best platform that you have ever used. So there you have it, guys. That is my number one pick for trading platforms. So if you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video.